Hey everybody in the YouTube modeling community, it's Lazy Eyed Modeler here again. This first little video on our trip to Salt Lake City will mainly concern the Gilmore Automotive Museum, and a little bit at the end will be the highest point of I-80, which is the Lincoln Highway, which I'm sure is not news to you guys, but I learned that on this trip. And there's a statue, a memorial, whatever you want to call it, of Lincoln there. It was very windy when we were there, so I'm popping the little bit of video that I shot there at the end of this. I don't know if you'll be able to understand any of it, but I was excited, so I'm kind of sticking in there. You can click off when you get to that point if you want. I have some folders right at the beginning so you can see a little bit about the Gilmore Museum. I did take a few pictures, it turns out. I couldn't remember, but I did. I didn't take near as many pictures as I should have, especially in the sports car section, which was their rotating gallery. They had sports cars in there. There's some, especially of the Mercedes 300 SL. The one I forgot to take is they had Janis Joplin's psychedelic Porsche there, and you think that would have brought the camera out, but we were too busy reading there again, and I dropped the ball on that. So anyway, this first section has basically nothing to do with models. It's mainly the first part of our trip, and then after that we'll start with model coverage and then the International Model Car Museum. I'm not sure how I'll be splitting them up. Between the camcorder and the camera. I don't know how long, so they may be split into sections, I don't know, but that'll be coming up tomorrow, and so look forward to that. I hope you enjoy the little bit I did get from the Gilmore Museum and our trip out to Salt Lake, and we'll see you again later. Bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the Gilmore Car Museum in Hickory Corners, Michigan. This is our first stop on our trip to Salt Lake City for the Great Salt Lake Contest. We're going to tour the museum for 2 or 3 hours today before we start heading west, further west. And we'll see what we can show you as we go through the museum here. Okay, so this is Earl, the mighty CRV, and that's Bill, my traveling companion. We've been touring the Gilmore Museum, the main building, and we're just heading across now to this Ford building. which is strictly Model A Fords. It's the Model A Museum. We're going to be touring through there. If you're ever here in Hickory Corners, Michigan, you really have to come visit the Gilmore Museum. Here we are at the corner of Henry Leland Way and Durea Drive at the Gilmore Car Museum. Bill and I have only seen a small portion of the museum. As you can see, there's a number of buildings here. Because we have to get on the road, we've only seen the main building, the Ford Model A building, the Cadillac building, and then the diner that you just saw there. There's a lot more to see here, but we have to get on the road, so we're have to come back again another time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're still on our trip to Salt Lake City. We're here at the highest point, Lincoln Highway on I80. It's just above freezing. There's too much reflection on my screen, but there's the Lincoln Monument here at the highest point of the Lincoln Highway. We'll go check him out. That's the Lincoln Memorial here at the top of the Lincoln Highway, the highest point of the Lincoln Highway. And so we continue our trip to Salt Lake City. See you later.